Hello, this is your Algerian teacher and welcome to Grow the Branches channel. Today we are going to see strong forms and weak forms in English. Content words versus function words. In English, words are divided into two types. Content words, sometimes called lexical words, and function words are also called grammatical words. Content or lexical words are verbs, nouns, adjectives, and adverbs. Function words are words that help us construct the sentence, but they don't have meaning on their own. They are determiners, prepositions, conjunctions, auxiliary or modal verbs, and pronouns. In connected speech, function words are often weakened when they are not stressed. We shall deal with stress in the next video. Sometimes weak forms are easily identified. One example of weak forms is the contracted form of auxiliaries in spelling. Some of these contractions typically include what is abbreviated as follows: I'll, I've. For example, I'm student, he's English, I've seen that movie before, etc. Can you think of other examples? Can you put them into sentences? Pause the video and try to produce a few examples. Not only auxiliary verbs can have a weak form, but other function words too. Determiners, prepositions, conjunctions, and pronouns. Although there is no contraction in spelling, you can identify the strong form from the weak form through the way they are pronounced. The principle is simple. In connected speech, whenever a function word is unstressed, 1. A vowel is usually weakened to the schwa, the sound. Sometimes it can be weakened to short vowel e, but most of the times weak forms take place with the schwa, a vowel which is never stressed in English. For example, take the conjunction word but. It has two forms of pronunciation. One is strong, but the other one is weak. But the a has changed into e. And 2, some consonants may also be dropped. For example, have is pronounced have in its strong form and if in its weak form when unstressed. Students who are learning English usually use only strong forms when pronouncing function words, and they sound very unnatural. English speakers use weak forms all the time. Every single sentence is full of them, and students find it difficult to understand because they are not used to them, and very often they don't even know they exist. Why do grammatical words weaken the way they do? It's all about rhythm. The way English is pronounced makes it necessary to weaken function words so you can keep the rhythm. In the examples, tell him to go. This sentence has two function words, the pronoun him and the preposition to. These function words have the following strong forms: him and to. The weak forms, tell him to go. As you can see, the grammatical words him and to are unstressed and have a weak form when pronounced inside a sentence. Another example, I'd like some fish and chips. Strong form, I would like some fish and chips. This version sounds unnatural and, believe it or not, more difficult to understand for a native speaker. The weak form would be I'd like some fish and chips. So we can see that the auxiliary verb would has two weak forms, would and I'd like. We also have the conjunction and, which becomes an, fish and chips. Here are more examples. Listen and repeat. Pause the video for more practice. Let's read each word first in its strong form, then the example in its weak form. Determiners. Examples of determiners and quantifiers. A. I've got a new dress. An. That's an apple. Any. Do you have any money? Some. There was some bread this morning. The. Have you seen the front door keys? Examples of pronouns. He. She thinks he's handsome. Her. Tom told her that the meeting had been cancelled. Him. I've bought you some chocolate. His. His. That's his last chance. Me. Me. John called me last night. Our. She dropped her coffee on our rug. She. I think she's gone to the library. Them. We dropped them off at the airport. Us. Lucy gave us one of her kittens. We. I wonder when we should leave. Who. Do you know who that girl is? You. Yeah. Do you like chocolate? Your. Is that your coat? Anne. Not going home, am I? That's cool just now. B. It's going to be late. Been. Have you been here long? Can you come early? Could. I think he could pass the exam. Do you need any help? Doesn't live in London, does he? Had. I had a car when I was at university. Auxiliary verbs are on modal verbs. Has. Has. He's been here for years. Have. I've had lunch already. Must. You really must take your umbrella. Shall. Shall we go out for dinner? Should. You really should get a haircut. Was. It was a beautiful day. Where? They were late again. Will. He'll arrive later. Would. If I were you, I'd study a bit more. Conjunctions. And. We need some salt and pepper. But. The food is good, but the service is terrible. As. It was as big as an elephant. Prepositions. At. It. She works at night. For. It's a present for my dad. From. That book's from Julia. Of. That's part of the problem. To. Are you going to the party tonight? Now we come to the end of this video. This is a summary of strong and weak forms in English. I hope you will find it helpful. Thank you for watching.